everybody, welcome back. My name is Amari Andrew, and in the show, this is not a show. It could be a show. Reach out to me, HDTV. In this video, I'm just gonna share with you, as you can tell by the title already, how I budget for my Etsy shop. So some topics I'm gonna cover are how to figure out how much to charge as a creator, which is one of my least favorite things, honestly, to try to figure out. How to figure out how much your packaging and supplies cost per order. And I'm gonna show you the spreadsheet that I use to keep everything nice and neat and organized. I've had a couple people ask me, how do you price your stickers? And it's something that I'm a little hesitant to share, honestly, just because how subjective it is and how much it's up to you, how much you want to charge people, how much you feel comfortable charging, how much you think your artwork is worth. So I have an Etsy shop. It's called By Amara, where I primarily sell stickers. I also sell prints, phone cases, not Prince the singer. I just realized when I said it sounds like Prince. I wish, that'd be cool. No, actually, because he's not with us anymore. Anyway, this is getting weird already. But yeah, I sell greeting cards, wearables, like tank tops, and just whatever, like basically a lot of different things. So I have to be really cognizant and mindful that I'm not losing money on like what I'm selling. Speaking of that, let's just be very real and honest with each other. You love creating, you love having your stuff be available on Etsy for people to look at and whatever, but one of the main points of having an Etsy shop is to make money. Like, Alpha, shush. Sorry, my cat is like, no! He is a true bohemian at heart. So let's just be very honest. One of the primary goals and reasons to have an Etsy shop is to make some money, whether it's like a little pocket change or enough to just like fully sustain your lifestyle. That is like one of the main purposes of having an Etsy shop. We all need money to survive, so just be loud and proud about it. So personally, I really struggle with trying to figure out how much my time is worth as a creator. It's something that I've struggled with for a very long time. Pricing is something that is super subjective. I'm just gonna start out by saying that this is all my opinion. This is all just how I personally do things. So if you have a different way to do things, that's great. I'm so glad it works for you. Like, keep doing it. You're doing something right. But I really think that as a creator, you really need to be asking for what you think you should be paid. Because I know it's difficult. I know that there's a whole stigma around art and it's unnecessary, but not to get all philosophical, but everything is unnecessary. Like literally everything, except food. That's a necessity. And shelter. That's a necessity. But I'm getting off topic. Don't let people tell you your art is not necessary. It is necessary. It could be so cute. Like my little pumpkin mug, unnecessary. However, I find it necessary because it makes me happy. So there you have it. Just all that to say, pricing is very subjective. This is my own opinion. These are my own 2 cents or 3 cents or however much value you get out of it. So the first thing we're gonna talk about is how much is your time worth? Think of this like your hourly rate. So how much is your time worth? For me, as a sort of novice to Etsy, like I've done my own custom illustrations and graphic design, like all these different things independently before, so I know my personal hourly rate for that. This is a little bit different just because it is an online shop and I'm still trying to navigate it and see kind of like how to charge for things and how I feel comfortable, and it's a very new thing for me still, so I'm trying to get a little comfy with it. All that said, figure out your hourly rate. So if it took you an hour to make something, like hour from like conception to shipping it out to your customer, how much is that worth to you? This is gonna depend also on the item. So primarily today I'm gonna discuss my stickers just because that's what I have an abundance of in my Etsy shop, and that's kind of like my main foray right now and my main like focus, not foray, but focus. Ford Focus, just kidding, not a sponsor. So you may have seen in my How I Make My Stickers video, which if you haven't, go check it out. In there, I am specifically talking about how I hand cut my stickers. I do actually have a Cricut now, so you can see it right there, just because I realized the amount of time that I was taking to hand cut stickers and just the frustration, and I really wanted to give my customers an even better product than I was already giving them, and just, I love the versatility of the Cricut, blah, blah, blah. So that has been a real time saver for me. When I was hand cutting stickers, it did take a lot longer, a lot of patience, a lot of perseverance. Sometimes you would just have stickers that you were like, okay, well, this one will never see the light of day with a customer, but I love it and I will put it somewhere. I think it was taking me maybe about 30 to 45 minutes from printing out my stickers, laminating them, hand cutting them, packaging them, writing the thank you note, sending it out, or like going to the post office, sending them out. So about 30 to 45 minutes is what I sort of figured out, which is a long time. Now I've cut that down with my Cricut to about 15 minutes or so, which is like phenomenal. I can't tell you how happy I am. Personally, my hourly rate is $25 an an hour, just because Etsy is still sort of my part-time gig and I want to be mindful of just a bunch of different things. I have figured out hourly rate $25. If it takes me about 10 to 15 minutes per like sticker order, depending on how many stickers, but I'm just going with like 1 to 2 for this range, that's about $4 per order. And that is without calculating supplies as well, which for me is about 97 cents to package and ship it. Altogether, that would be $4.97 that I would charge for my stickers. That to me is a little high. Like I said, this is all extremely subjective. It just depends on your comfort level with what you feel like you should charge people for your product. I struggle with it internally because I really would love to just have everything for free, but also I'm doing this to make some money on the side, but also I just love sharing my art and things like that with people. So I'm trying to straddle that threshold of like having a really great experience for my customer, but also making sure that I'm getting paid and I'm not losing money like on this endeavor and adventure. I actually have my stickers priced at $4 because I thought that that would be pretty fair. Like I said, you also need to figure out how much your supplies cost. So that will actually help inform sort of what your hourly rate is, so to speak, or how much it costs per order. I have a spreadsheet. I'm gonna show it to you. I'm gonna look at it over here. This is my sticker expenses spreadsheet. I have it all organized just to kind of get an idea of how much it costs per order, just to make sure that I'm not charging my customer way too much, but also to make sure that I can cover the cost of supplies as well as paying myself. In this column, I have the item. So what it is that I have purchased for my sticker shop. You can see that I have it sectioned off by stickers, so just the actual sticker itself, and then also packaging and shipping. In this column, I have the total cost of that item. So how much does it cost for me to purchase one of those items on wherever I purchase it from? And I'm gonna go more in depth into each of these things, but this is just a very brief overview to be like, what the hell am I looking at? So this is items per package. So how much is included in each package? So for $12.97, I got 15 sheets of these waterproof vinyl sticker sheets. And then cost per item. So this is a little tricky with stickers, and especially now that I have a Cricut, I'm still trying to figure out how many stickers I can get on each individual sheet. It's weird because when I was just hand cutting everything, I could fill the whole sheet and just have like 15 to 20 stickers or something on there. Now with the Cricut, it has a very constrained border, so I'm trying to figure out how to navigate that and how much I can get per sheet. So far it hasn't been too different, but I haven't been printing my big round stickers yet. I've only been doing like my tiny little 2-inch or 3-inch ones. So yeah, it's a little difficult. So I just did an average thing of 10 stickers per sheet because I think that's what I can get out of my Cricut. This right here is cost per order. So how much does it cost per order per sticker? What I also have is each of these, it's gonna pop up with the little window. But each of these that have the blue, I've included the links directly to the website where I purchase these things, just because then I don't have to, like, predominantly it's Amazon, just to be honest and open, just because it is less expensive for me, which in turn is then less expensive for you or for the buyer or whatever. So I have direct links to everything just so that I can find it easy peasy and then just place my order and move on with my life. The total cost, this does fluctuate with Amazon, I'm gonna be very honest. I've noticed that some things are like X price one time and then X price another time, and sometimes they increase, sometimes they decrease. It's really great when they decrease. So like right here, for instance, you'll see that for these self-seal laminating sheets, I had about $30. These are actually a little difficult to pin down for some reason right now. With these sheets, they can range anywhere from like 22 to like 28 is what I've seen. I budget for 30 worst case scenario, because then if it is actually 28 to $30, it won't be like, oh my God, that's so much money. Now, what I did, like I said, how many items are per package? So like for the self-seal laminating sheets, there are 50 sheets, just dividing them, cost per item. This is for the individual item. For things like envelopes, the cellophane baggies, and then the stamp, those are only gonna be for like the one order. So that price is gonna be the same for the cost per item that you see here, as well as the cost per order. For things that I can print multiple out of, like the sticker paper, the laminating sheets, the cardstock that I use to write my thank you cards, and then the little like cardstock thing that I put in to like be the backing for my stickers so they're nice and like sturdy. Those are gonna vary per page. So for instance, like I said, 86 cents per sheet for the sticker paper that I purchased, which like I said, I've calculated I can get about 10 stickers out. So I always aim when I'm pricing things to go higher sometimes than it actually is. If I can get 10 stickers out of this sheet, that would be about 8 cents. But sometimes I might not get 10 stickers. Sometimes I've only gotten 8 stickers. Sometimes I've only gotten 5. Like, it depends on how big the sticker is, what kind it is. So to try to average it out, I've just said 10 cents per sticker, just to make sure too that I can still make a profit from it, and also to try to keep it as fair as possible for my customers. This is 8 cents per sticker, and then blah, blah, blah. For my thank you cards, I can fit about 4 per page. I've just like sized them that way. So it's about 1 cent per thank you card. I can fit 6 package squares on one individual sheet, so that's about 3 cents per order, and blah, blah, blah. So altogether, 97 cents. I said that I charge $4 per sticker. So $4 minus 97 cents, I'm just gonna round it up to $1 just because that's just how I like to operate. I like planning sort of worst case scenario, because then if that happens, I'm prepared. Otherwise, if not, it's great, it's fantastic. Awesome. Let's just say that that's $1. So now I'm down to $3 profit. What you also have to remember is that there's a listing fee for each item in your Etsy shop. So you also want to be cognizant of that. There will be taxes and fees as well for your listing. So then for the listing fee, like I said, take that off. Then I'm down to $2, which is profit that I make from each individual sticker sale. That is perfectly fine. That is great. That is probably a lot more than most people are making off their stickers, just to be quite honest. But I also have to think of, I am self-employed, so I need to pay for insurance, I need to pay for retirement, I need to pay for all these different things, including just basic living expenses. This is all stuff that I try to factor in, not only for my Etsy shop, but just for life in general. Please make sure that you are charging appropriately for yourself and for your Etsy shop. So I'm also going to include a link directly to a spreadsheet template so you can have one similar to mine. It's not rocket science. I didn't like innovate something amazing or great or anything, but if you don't want to spend the time to make your own template, I have one. The link is down below in the description so you can get your own. So just to recap, make sure that you are charging enough for your hourly rate. Like I said, $25 is mine for my Etsy shop, but it's totally subjective. Also, I do freelance work, I do custom illustrations, I do video editing, I do a bunch of different things. So my hourly rate is going to be different depending on what kind of skill set is needed. So for Etsy, this is just something fun that I do sort of in my free time. I love doodling and drawing and illustrating. That was going to be my major in college, but I switched it, blah, blah, blah. So this is more of just like a fun thing for me to do, but also still be able to create income while I'm doing something that I absolutely love. Number 2, figure out how much your supplies and shipping are gonna cost. I like saying that everything in my shop is free shipping just because I think that that looks better to my customer. Also, it's one less thing for you to figure out as the customer. Like, personally, I love that when it's just, this is the cost for your coat, and then we're gonna include your shipping in there, like free shipping essentially, but even though you know you're already paying for it in the price. I love that. I think that's great because then it's just, oh, flat, like this amount plus a little bit in taxes, but that's like a whole other thing. That's just how I like to operate. So that's also how I choose to run my Etsy shop. I only ship domestically, so within the United States, so that's also something to figure out as well. I still haven't figured out the international shipping thing yet, and I frankly, I don't have enough brain capacity currently to figure that out, so sorry, international people. So that will be something that I need to revisit in the future and consider my pricing and things like that. So that will be hopefully soon, but we'll see because my brain is blah. So figuring out your supplies and shipping, also factor that into your price. Finally, the taxes and fees and listing fee that Etsy charges you, just to make sure that you can actually cover that as well. It's not a high listing fee and it's not high taxes or anything. It's all just so subjective. Like I said, personally, I'm treating my Etsy shop like a business. I'm gonna be a little bit more, not like aggressive, but I'm gonna be trying to run it a little bit more like a business versus just like a hobby sort of thing. So I hope this was somewhat helpful to you. I hope it at least kind of guides you in a direction to think about things. Even if you don't do things my way, you don't have to. Like, that's why the beauty of being alive is that we all have different thoughts and opinions and ways of doing things, which is great. If you have a different way that you figure out your budget, let me know in the comments below. If you want to check out my Etsy shop, it's byomara.co, link right down here, also in the description. And be sure to check out my other Etsy shop videos. I teach you how I package and ship my stickers for less than $1, which you already kind of saw in the spreadsheet. And then I also have my minimalist organization video, which I really actually love this. This has been my favorite way that I've organized my stickers. I say that in the video, but it really is. So, okay, bye. Bye. Oh, hello there, I didn't see you. Welcome back to another episode of How Do I Run My Etsy Shop? With me, Amara Andrew. You might be asking yourself, are you drinking out of a pumpkin? Yes, I am. Tastes like victory.